Manchester United kick off the Premier League season next Friday against Fulham. It is a massive campaign for Erik ten Hag and his possible future at Manchester United after last season, which was a disappointing 8th-placed finish. An FA Cup triumph sort of papered over any cracks which had formed throughout the season, and since then Ineos have backed the manager with a contract extension. But he now needs to show he is the man for the job and bring United at least into the conversation of a title race and Champions League football again. Now, Paul Scholes has dropped his prediction for where the Red Devils will finish during the 2024-25 season. Where Paul Scholes thinks Manchester United will finish next season. As we sit just over a week away from the Premier League campaign being kicked off against Fulham, speculation is starting over where Ten Hag's Red Devils could finish. Scholes has joined in with his own prediction for the campaign, in which he has admitted that he thinks there is a limit to how high United can finish this season. Speaking on the overlap during the fan debate, Scholes had his say on the situation. "I think the very best they can do is 4th. They've got to improve on 8th, haven't they?" Scholes is spot on in that, simply put, the only way is up for United, otherwise, Ten Hag's 3rd season in charge could end much sooner than he would want. He follows Roy Keane in making a prediction for this upcoming season, while Paul Merson has also made a prediction. United can finish even higher than Scholes predicts. For United, last season must be forgotten about immediately and written off as an anomaly ahead of this season, which promises to be so much better. Signs in preseason, despite the results, have been positive, with far better defensive and offensive structure. The players look sharp and raring to go, while the FA Cup win is likely to have inspired the team ahead of this campaign, which promises to be much better. Work still needs to be done in the transfer market to solve some problem positions, but as things stand we think a top 4 finish should be the target at least, as opposed to being seen as a lofty ambition. Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Mason Mount are two players at Manchester United who haven't exactly lived up to their price tags yet. Signed in 2019, Aaron Wan-Bissaka arrived with high hopes at Old Trafford, and more than surpassed these hopes in his first season. The Spider was a revelation in defense. However, as of late, he's not exactly progressed as a player, meaning a move away could be on the cards, with Wan-Bissaka linked to West Ham. Mason Mount's £60 million move also hasn't yet come to fruition. Signed by Erik ten Hag in 2023, United's new number 7 did not hit the ground running in his first season. Still, whilst time is running out for Wan-Bissaka, the midfielder still has a lot to prove in red. Mount did have a good preseason, so could the tides be set to turn for the Englishman? That remains to be seen. However, one thing United's right back has recently said about Mount suggests he may have settled in at United better than many think. What Aaron Wan-Bissaka said about Mason Mount. In a recent, Red vs White, challenge on Manchester United's socials, certain Red Devils first-team squad members were tasked to pass the phone to one of their teammates. The game is simple. A player is tasked with stating a trait of the player they are set to pass the mobile device to next, to which then it will cut to that squad member, thus revealing the answer. When Wan-Bissaka grabbed the phone, he said, "I'm passing the phone to the person who's the loudest in the room." The video then cuts to none other than Mount, which is extremely surprising. The Champions League winner comes across as quite a reserved member of the United camp, but is evidently a vocal figure in the dressing room, despite only knocking around Carrington for a season. This is good news. Mount is an integrated Manchester United squad member off the pitch, now he just needs to showcase this on. What did other Manchester United players say about each other? Aside from Wan-Bissaka and Mount, there were numerous other Red Devils who took part in this challenge. Here's what they said. Christian Eriksen to Tom Heaton, "I'm passing the phone to the happiest man in football." Tom Heaton to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, "I'm passing the phone to a man with the stretchiest legs in the world." Mason Mount to Harry Maguire, "I'm passing the phone to someone that has size 15 feet." Harry Maguire to Andre Onana, "I'm passing the phone to a guy with safe hands."